Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel where today we're doing yet another Green Bay Packers 7-round mock draft. We are 2 weeks away, not 7 days away, I'm losing track of time, away from the NFL draft, and you know what, it's going to be fun to just go through and see who I would pick here in this 7-round mock draft on the PFF Mock Draft Simulator. I am going to be doing trade downs as well. If there's not prospects I like around our spot, especially early on in the draft, I'll trade down, recoup some picks, and take some players who really fell at the depth for this Packers team. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm assuming it loads, of course. So let's go and start draft. We'll go over the top 10 picks and go over the picks that went ahead of us as well. So we go up here, Fernando Mendoza 1, Alvaro Reese 2, Sonny Styles at 3, Ruben Bain at 4, Jeremiah Love at 5, Caleb Downs at 6. I don't know why they'll do Jeremiah Love because they got Cam Scatterbo. David Bailey at 7, Francis Mauigoa at 8, Dylan Thieneman at 9, and Kenya Sadiq at 10, even though they really need offensive line help, but I could totally see the Bengals doing that. So take a look at the 10 picks. We got the Angelo Pons. Chris Johnson did not fall to us. Where's my... Yeah, Christian Miller all the way up at 31, man. Brandon Cece at 44, R. Mason Thomas, Zion Young, Jermaine Bernard, Jacob Rodriguez, Chase Posades, Matt Klein Lawrence, and Keith Abney. And looking at this board, not a lot of guys I want. I'm not high on Gabe DeCosta at edge here, and a lot of other guys are positions we don't need. Keontae Scott is a slot corner. We don't need that here. So I'm looking at a trade down here. Next available is the Seahawks here. We'll pick up 96 and go down to 64. There's not much value at staying there at number 52 here. Jennings Dunker almost lasted to us. I would have taken him, to be 100% honest here. So here I pick 64. There's some options here. We could go edge with Danny Dennis Sutton, who I think the Packers really like. Really good run defender, really good pass rusher. Had 8 sacks last year at Penn State. 6'5", 265. Best at 3-4 defensive end, which the Packers are now in a 3-4 zone. We do need edge help, especially with Micah Parsons going to be out for the first 4 weeks most likely. And losing Kingsley Anibari and Rashawn Gary here. We could use an edge here. There's also Davison Igbinosun at corner because we desperately need corner help as well. And so he could be an option here. Size, physical 6'2", 195. Perfect size for the Packers. Had 2 interceptions last year, a 42.6 passer rating against. So a really good player there. Or we could go for Grayson Halton here at interior defensive line. Him and Dominic Orange could be guys there as well. But I think I'm going to go with Davison Igbinosun here at pick 68 because corner is such a desperate need. I think he's a really good prospect here. I could also be convinced of Danny Dennis Sutton, but we're going to draft the Ohio State corner here at pick 64. So now we're at pick number 84, and all of the defensive linemen are gone. So, yeah, Grayson Halton's gone. Dominic Orange is gone. Darrell Jackson Jr. is gone. Not great there. But there is still quite a bit of talent here at pick number 84. We got Connor Lewis center, which I don't think the Packers are going to take, especially with Sean Ryan to that extension. We could double down at corner, go with Dalen Everett here. There's Devin Moore, Chandler Rivers. Or we can get some offensive line help because we desperately need guard help. Because if anyone goes down along our starting line, we're in trouble. And Jalen Farmer out of Kentucky seems like a pretty good prospect. Primarily a right guard, but I believe he can also play left guard. Good in zone, solid pass blocking. Played a lot of offensive snaps last year at Kentucky here. Good pass blocker here. 14 pressures, no quarterback hits. Coming on penalty. He's got the good size. The Packers like these kind of project guys they can take here. So he could be an option here. I think the Packers, when they have positions of need, they love to double down. And I can see us doubling down on corner here, and especially Dalen Everett out of Georgia. You know Brian Gutekunst needs to have his Georgia Bulldogs here. Really good in zone coverage here. Not great man, but good at run defense. Allowed 3 touchdowns, had 1 interception, 84.2 passer rating against. The main thing is his traits they absolutely love. 6'1", 190 pounds, 22 years old. I think we can double down here. Get Dalen Everett out of Georgia. Really build out our corner room here. And then at pick number 96, we could... Yeah, so Rashawn Berry's gone. Man. Don't really want to trade back either. There's some options. We got Logan Jones, a center out of Iowa, one of the best centers in this draft. High IQ, feisty center, could plug in if we need him to, but I don't think we're going to go because they believe in Sean Ryan at center. So options here, we could go offensive line, but we really need interior defensive line. But we can get some guys around 120, I think. So we can do that there. I think we could go with Markel Bell here, tackle out of Florida, because we just need offensive line depth everywhere. And like, say Jordan Morgan struggles out of gate, or Zach Tom is hurt and Jordan Morgan needs to go at right tackle. Who's going to be that left tackle for us? Darian Kennard, but he is limited in pass blocking. Markel Bell, really good in pass blocking for the national champion runner-up. Decent in run blocking. He's got good size, 6'9", 345. Better athlete than expected. So, and the Packers really love taking project offensive linemen. I think Markel Bell could be a really, really good player for us, especially as a pass blocker. And so let's take Markel Bell here, tackle out of Miami, here at pick number 96. So at 120, we can get our defensive lineman here, Xavier Harris. He is a guy who's been mocked to the Packers a lot around this side. Really, really good run defender, 8.1% run stop rate, B-gap guy. Did have 3 sacks and 18 hurries last year, so developed more as a pass rush compared to 2024. 6'8", 330 pounds. So, like, David Njoku is a rotational player. That's all we need him to be, is a rotational run, early down defensive lineman. And I think he can fit that bill perfectly. So I'm going to take Xavier Harris here at pick number 120 to really add some beef to that defensive line here. And here at pick number 160, I think the Packers will go running back. And guy that's really up there is Kaytron Allen out of Penn State. Had an excellent season last year for the Nittany Lions. The Packers have a huge question mark at the backup running back, and after this year at starting running back. I mean, Chris Brooks, great pass blocker. Marshawn Lloyd is basically unreliable at this point. And we need a guy behind Josh Jacobs. Kaytron Allen, 91 rush rate, great loser rating. Yards after contact was really high. Had over 1,300 yards last year. 15 touchdowns as well. And was just a really, really good player for Penn State last year. 5'11", 219. Power back here. So I think he could be a very good player for the Packers here. And I think he can really just be very, very good. So let's take Kaytron Allen here out of Penn State to be the backup to Josh Jacobs. I lost it there. So here at pick 200, 201, mainly just trying to get some depth. We could go Cole Brevert out of Texas. I've taken him before as kind of a big body run stuffing defensive lineman, but we've already got that in Xavier Harris. Something I might want to do, we need tight end. We need a run blocking tight end. We also go guard. There's Inez Cooper out of Miami, a pass blocking guard here for us, mainly at right guard. 6'6", 250. The Packers could take him and develop him maybe, but I think here at 200 we should go with tight end here. Tanner Koizol had a really good receiving year last year because Luke Musgrave is just not it. We need to find someone to replace him. He had a great 2-year stretch here out of Houston. 87.3 receiving rate, a low drop rate, high contested catch rate here as well. He's 6'7", 250 pounds, big slot weapon. Because we got Tucker Kraft as an inline tight end. He's a really good run blocker and, of course, a great receiver. But having a weapon like Tanner Koizol here kind of step in and take over from Luke Musgrave, I think would be great value here in the 6th round. We'll take him to add just another weapon for Jordan Love. So now I pick 236 here. I think we will... There's a couple options here. We could go with another defensive lineman, Devin Eastern, out of Minnesota. Be another run-stopping type guy, 6'6", 320. Could be a very solid pickup here. Great in the Big Ten. We could go with guard Micah Morris here out of Georgia. We could use some more interior offensive line depth. He is flexible, play left and right guard. Really good pass block grade. Really overall solid player. Registered team, 23 years old. Let's go with Micah Morris, the guard out of Georgia. Get some more offensive line depth here. And then at pick 255, I'm going with Taylon Green. I really, really like Taylon Green as a developmental quarterback prospect because he does not have great mechanics. He is a run-first quarterback who can throw it deep. Basically, kind of just like another Malik Willis that we could just take, develop into a backup quarterback, and flip for picks. And get comp picks or draft capital out of him. Like, he is really, really fun as a passer. And the Packers develop quarterbacks very, very well. So, I'm going to pick Taylor Green here out of Arkansas to be our backup quarterback here. And a developmental backup as well. And so, if we take a look at the mock draft here. Once it, finishes grading, of course, PFF running kind of slow. Come on. So, our draft here, we went back-to-back corners with the first 2 picks. I don't think the Packers are going to do that, but I can see them double-dipping. Got Davison Igbinosun here out of Ohio State at pick 64 after trading down with the Seahawks. And then pick 84, got Dalen Everett, because Gooden needs to have his Georgia defender. We picked Markel Bell, the tackle out of Miami, Florida, to kind of just be a developmental tackle prospect and backup for case guys get hurt because we have injuries all the time along the offensive line. I think it'd be a very, very good pass blocker here for the Packers. Got Xavier Harris out of Mississippi for a run-stopping interior lineman. Katron Allen as our Josh Jacobs backup. Tanner Koisel as our Luke Musgrave replacement as a deep threat tight end. Micah Morris as interior offensive line depth. And Taylor Green as our backup quarterback here. So let me know what you guys think of this mock draft in the comments below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.